So hello and welcome to Community Corner, a studio show produced at CMAC. I'm your new host, Laura Vang. Every episode we highlight a local nonprofit in Fresno County and talk about the positive impact the organization has on the community. Today we are joined by Sherry Cruz and Zoa Her. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so I kind of want to first would like to get to know how the Fresno Center was started and founded.
The Fresno Center has been around for a little over 30 years, and how it was founded was out of a great need. After the Secret War, the Vietnam War, there were many immigrants, refugees who were resettled in the Fresno area, but lacked services and know-how in terms of getting a job, learning the English language, accessing housing and health care. So the agency really came about as a result to that need.
Yeah, like growing up in Fresno, I was born and raised here. I know the Fresno Center was a great resource for just not my family, but like the community, the Hmong community in town, really to learn more about the different services that they can get. And it always kind of evolved past that, right? It's not just servicing the Southeast Asian population, but also like other communities within Fresno.
You make a good point. The name has been changed recently from the Fresno Center for New Americans to the Fresno Center, and the reason behind that is as our population has grown and our community has diversified and the need has changed and evolved, we want to ensure that we're being inclusive to all Fresno residents who have and have a place to go, whether it's seeking social services or mental health services or for a holistic healing class, or to take advantage of our adult day health care center, or to become a citizen of the United States of America through our immigration services. We take everybody, and even though we are rooted with servicing the Southeast Asian community, and that will always be the heart and center of the Fresno Center, we are now open and serving our neighbors at large.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. I wanted to talk a little bit about this past month. So I know June was Alzheimer and Brain Awareness Month. So how does the Fresno Center bring awareness about more about Alzheimer's, and not just Alzheimer's, but bring awareness about problems that they see the community is having in Fresno?
Well, at the Fresno Center, we're always open to partnerships, and we have a really good relationship with the Alzheimer Association. And it made sense to us to partner with them, incorporating our adult day health care center, which has patients that are a majority elder, and who some of them may be afflicted or want to know how to prevent Alzheimer or dementia. And so we use that as sort of our platform in building our activities. And we had a wonderful workshop recently in which we had education and hands-on activities so that those particular patients could benefit from that information, so that they're also not afraid to approach their doctor and find out, where they are on the spectrum, and to have themselves assessed. And so just to remove the fear of it, and also just incorporate, what are some healthy habits and things that they can do to prevent it.
Awesome. Thank you, Sherry. I wanted to ask, so if anybody in the community would like to be involved with the Fresno Center, how would they get involved, and what are kind of opportunities that are available to them?
That's really great. I'm going to talk first about the Adult Day Healthcare Center, and Zoe can give a little more information because she's the person in charge of activities over there. And at the Adult Day Healthcare Center, we serve patients that are 18 and over and have a disability of some kind, whether it's mental or physical. And it really is a place for caregivers to kind of get a break, because when you're dealing with someone in your home who is having a disability or isn't well, you feel guilty leaving them there by themselves, and you also worry about if they're going to be safe. And so it's hard to focus on your job and just to live a normal life. So adult day healthcare centers really help with alleviating that burden and pressure off the caregivers. And then while they're there, they get the opportunity to engage in activities that are healthy and support socialization and allow them a place to go and get out of the house, right? And Zoa is the activities person who handles that. So she can share a little bit more about the activities that she's been putting together.
So some of the activities that we offer at the Adult Day Healthcare are therapeutic group exercises, modified movement to music, cross stitch, and bingo.
Perfect.
Some of the other things that they do is socialization.
Okay.
They get to sometimes do outings and field trips. And while they're there, we make sure that they have, food and nutrition, access for physical therapy. And really, it's just a place where if they need medications or need some nursing services, they're on standby to be with them. But many of them are at least healthy enough to be a little bit independent, but still just not having them be home alone. And sometimes that aloneness also can lead to depression and other ailments.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about the fact that we still can enroll more patients in that program because it's not full. Other things that you can experience at the Fresno Center are our holistic program. We do different classes in using food as nutrition and understanding that foods can heal. And we incorporate yoga and Tai Chi and Zumba classes, and it's open to the public and it's free. But we also have an outpatient clinic, and that outpatient clinic is one that is predominantly for the Southeast Asian community because those practitioners, licensed and unlicensed, speak the appropriate languages and also are culturally competent to service the traditional and non-traditional practices of that community. And so that one is really growing, and we're looking forward to serving more of our community because, mental health is a big ailment in our Fresno area. But we still are rooted in immigration services. We have been doing that since the inception of our organization and really helping those who, whether it's because, it's asylum or that they're looking for a new life for themselves or their families, we show them the legal way to become a citizen. And a couple of years ago, we partnered and we had an organization with us at the fairgrounds where we graduated 99 new citizens with over 20 cultures and languages.
Wow.
And it was just a landmark for our organization. But I would say majority of what we do is mental health and some education, scholarships. One of the programs that we could use more support in, and donations would be awesome, is our food program.
Yes, it's monthly, right?
It's monthly. It's no questions asked. Anyone is allowed to attend and come. And it's an opportunity for us also to get to know our community. And if we see that they have another need besides food, we can refer them accordingly and get them wraparound services.
Right.
But those food services are limited to once a month through a partnership with the food bank.
Yes.
But we would love to have more food, more partnerships with grocery stores and farmers and other food manufacturers, but also volunteers to come out. It's always the fourth Monday of every month to come out and volunteer and help us. And we kind of create a neighborhood market right there in our parking lot on Kings Canyon and Winery. And believe it or not, we have a lot of fun when we're doing it. So volunteers can, a lot of team building, but also we can provide that professional development, especially for young people who are looking to build their resume.
And so for like a young person who would want to volunteer, would just through your website, thefresnocenter.org?
Yes, it's on our website, but it's info@fresnocenter.org, and it comes directly to me. So I get to field all the inquiries that come in and reach out. And so we'd love to hear from folks. We also have a very active social media presence.
Yes.
But anyone who reaches out to us on Facebook, we will field those inquiries too and get back to folks. And a lot of these activities and events that we're doing for the community, you'll find advertised and promoted on our social media.
Okay, thank you. I just have one last question for both of you. How do you both envision the future growth and impact of the Fresno Center? I know you kind of touched in on the history and what you've done for the community. So how do you see the future of the Fresno Center and the growth of it?
We've grown immensely over the past 7 years as Pao Yang has taken over as our leader, president and CEO, to over 20 programs, nearly 120 employees, and diversified many of our services. What I see moving forward is coming up on next year is the 50th anniversary of Monk coming to U.S.
Wow.
So we're going to be having a celebration at the fairgrounds. And so we look forward to using that opportunity to educate the younger generation about the history and culture, and also engage with our community, Asian and non-Asian, to learn about the magnificent struggles, but also the victory that's happened over the past 50 years. So I see that as one opportunity. Additionally, I see us growing with our, we have a farm. We farm 10 acres.
Wow.
Yes, and our clients are those who maybe are suffering PTSD or maybe have some other issues, and it gives them a place to go, especially for the elders.
Yes,
and they can get their hands in the soil, and they're given a couple of rows each family, and they cultivate the food, cultivate the land. It's not for sale, it's for their own benefit and mental health. But we would love and foresee that could expand, and we could do more to grow more food and have more community gardens in our community, and be able to preserve the culture in various ways, and that's just one of many.
I know, like, through my family, just from my own personal experience, like, my growing up in the Hmong community, my elders have used farming as a way to heal and to kind of get over what kind of trauma of history that they've gone through. So it's good to hear that, you know, they invested in having a garden that's kind of a community garden for anyone to kind of come and kind of grow food and just provide for their family. It really means a lot, the work that the Fresno Center does. I appreciate you guys both for coming.
Thank you. We're open to the public. We're off of Kings Canyon and Winery. And we do like to take appointments for certain programs, but we get a lot of walk-ins, and we just try not to turn anyone away. So anyone who would like more information, again, you can go to our social media, our Facebook page, and reach out that way, or info@fresnocenter.org. And I'm happy to help fill those questions, and maybe we can help another family, with something that they need.
Thank you for joining us today on Community Corner. We hope you enjoy getting to know more about the Fresno Center and the work they are doing to improve our community. I would like to thank Sherry and Zoa for joining us today in the studio. If you know someone you would like to be featured in a future episode, please send an email to info@cmac.tv.